I'm Natalie Higgins, and you're watching NDE Talk. Today's guest, Summer, joins us today to share her multiple near-death experiences, as well as multiple spiritually transformative experiences that will leave your mind blown. Summer is a psychic, she is a channeler, and she also walks the earth with messages to those who are in need of them through God. He works through her and around her, and today's message is absolutely incredible. Please stick through to the end and don't forget to leave some comments in the comment section below, as I'm sure there will be many questions from you guys. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video.
So when I was 9 years old and my family is moving to like, a different town, and the town that was near to the jungle, when I would live in the bamboo home, it's very interesting. So we met the bamboo house, very tiny, like 400 or 500 square feet, very tiny. And then my religion is Buddhist when I was born. And I'm very religion to Buddhist. I pray, and I eat vegetarian, very healthy. And when I was moved to the new town, and I hang around with the Catholic children, and I fall in love with Jesus. And I don't know why. Very suddenly, then I went to my friend's house, and I saw Jesus. And I didn't ask to have the Jesus picture, but I was getting her house by myself, being alone, and then I stole Jesus picture. I steal it from my
Aww.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would put under my pillow when I sleep. And
Can I just stop you there for a second? You said you saw Jesus. Did you actually see him physically, or?
No, I don't see him yet. I just stole the picture of him. My energy, like I feel love from this man. I don't know who he is. I don't even know he's Jesus.
Yeah, because you said you were Buddhist before that, so you didn't
Yeah,
really. Yeah, okay. All right.
I don't know who Jesus is. And I look at him, and I fell in love. And I know he's God, but I don't know who he is, and what
Wow.
his character, what he do for human. And I fall in love, and I stole the picture from my
Oh.
friend. Yeah. And I put under my pillow, and I can't wait in my heart. I couldn't wait for the nighttime. So I slept, I hold in the picture and I sleep. So that's how I feel love. I feel so much love. And then it's happened like that for 2 weeks. And my mom, she found out that she asked me who this man. And I said, he's God. And my mom, she didn't even know who Jesus is. And she told me, where did you get it? I said, I stole it from my friend. My mom says, give it back where you take it. So I went to my friend's house alone by myself, and I put it back where it belongs. And nobody knows until now. I lost the contact to my friend. So I not even knew, told her the story.
Oh, so even till this day, she doesn't know until
She
now, I
doesn't
guess.
know. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And what made you want to take that picture? I mean, you were Buddhist, you didn't know Jesus. It was just the energy?
The energy of love, my heart is open, vibration. I feel protected from this man. And I asked my friend said he's God. That's the only thing I know, he's God, but I don't know anything about what God do for human. Yeah. So it's very interesting. So when I get back the picture, and then I went home 2 weeks later, I've been really sick. I've been really sick. So that's
Yeah.
how I saw the spirits after that. So
Wow.
my mom took me to the Catholic clinic in my town. It's very tiny
The
town,
what
small.
clinic, sorry?
The Catholic,
Ah, yep, yep.
the Catholic clinic is all about the nun work there.
Okay.
Yeah, and they do a charity. Take care of the patient. They don't cost the money. So I went there, and the nun, she give me the medicine. And after I took the medicine, and after that, I felt like I'm dying, you know. I was 9 years old. I don't know nothing about the medical, the body. And
Yeah.
my subconscious mind telling me, my higher self telling me that I just knew that I'm dying. Yeah, and I feel the sensation from the bottom of my feet is numbing and it died from the bottom of my feet. And it's go up to my knee and it's go up to my leg. And when I feel the sensation is go up and whatever left, I have no feeling. And I told my mom, I say, Mom, I'm dying. And I told her, I say, Mom, I love you and goodbye. I told my mom, yeah. And my mom, she crying so much. So, and then I literally see the shadow. Yeah. I saw spirits. I saw the other side. They all
Wow.
around me. Yeah. And I heard the voice and I heard them whispering like I knew they're talking about me. And I knew that they're waiting for me to take me home. Yeah. And then I yelling at them too. I say, why you stand so much around me? Go away, go away. Yeah. So that's how and suddenly I felt that the sensation is numbing up to near to my heart. And I told my mom, I said, I will die in 3 minutes. I even told my mom that. And the father, in the Catholic clinic, he walked in
Yeah.
and I I was sitting on my mom lap and I put my mom on the side. I don't know why. I have so much energy. I jumped off the bed and I felt that I died, but I jumped off the bed and I would kneel on the floor and I hold in the both leg and I shaking his body and I say, save me, save me. Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, and he looked at me and he told me, he said, who are you? And he asked the nun, he said, who this girl? And the nun says my situation, my story. And he told my mom, he said, you got to give me a baptize right now because God chose me. God choosing me. And my mom doesn't know anything about God. My mom said, I don't know whose God is. I only know Buddhist is my God. And the priest took my mom to the status. They have the Joseph status on the top, be in front of the clinic. And my mom went there and my mom doesn't know anything about the prayer. And the priest told my mom that if you want your daughter to be healthier, you ask him to protect your daughter. And my mom, she prays, she says, if you if you give my daughter to be healthy again and I will follow you. That's my mom say. Yeah. And then 5 minutes later, I go back to normal. I don't see spirits. I don't see the shadow, but I saw Joseph. I saw him like very light, and I knew he Joseph, but I never missed him before. I calling him. I say, "Here, Joseph. He come to help me. He come to rescue me." And all the nuns standing around, and they asked me that, "Will you ask him what is his mission here for you?" And but when I look back, I want to ask him the question, and he's gone. Yeah. So that's my first experience that I felt God, and I saw Joseph, and I hear the voice, and I saw the shadow and the spirits.
You saw the what? Sorry,
The shadow, many shadow, because I was confusing. Like the spirit they form like the human body, but it's not like exactly like us, like the forming.
Oh, okay. Are they like translucent?
Yes, translucent, yeah.
Yeah, and you said there was quite a lot of spirits around you.
Many,
Where,
many of them.
can I ask, where was it that you were? Were you in a tunnel? Were you still in the room or like
I saw myself in the room, but I see them stand around, and I knew that they come and take me go.
yeah.
Mhm.
Do you believe that it was those beings, spirits, sorry, that healed you, or was it the prayer? Because you mentioned that when you were praying, you felt better.
Yeah. I think right now when I become a medium and I go back to what I was in the past, then I knew that we live with human being. We live in this life. We the shadow, you know, the hallucinate the shadow is like the bright light and the dark color both. I see
Mm,
both. It
yeah.
present for what we go through in this human life because
Mm.
we go to the dark and we go to the light. We have to experiencing both. We
Like
not
the
only,
duality.
yeah, yes, we have to that's present for we have to experience in both good and bad because if God created human, it's always have good and bad for us to experience.
Mm. Do you,
God,
can I ask you, do you believe that we are spirit here having a human experience and Earth is what people would call a school? Is that what you believe?
yes, I believe that we live in this life. Everything we do, everything we communicate, like even we eat, we talk, our thinking, everything is go through our conscious mind, subconscious mind. Our higher
Mm.
self is like the recorder. It recorded.
Yeah.
It's recorded, and then when we die, we're gonna see the whole video again.
Yeah,
What it
because
happened.
sorry, a lot of people say that they have a life review. And they also wonder like where's this recording coming from? You know, where like how? And so you've just answered that question. So your subconscious,
I know why how it recording.
yeah.
When we after we pass on, our spirits, we are so smart. We knew everything. Even you don't need to watch the TV, the video, what God gave it to you. Everything is light in front of you. It's the video is just presenting. But your third eye, you will see everything. It's not a
Yeah.
video. Whatever you, because right now I communicate with the universe and I have the spirit guide who teach me a small thing at a time. And he very challenged me. He challenged me like the army.
Yeah.
He put me like the army. He say, if you want to get the goal, you have to cross the ocean and the river. You have to bleeding yourself. You get to get hurt. You have to get like extremely spending, crying and experiencing. That's how you can read the light.
Wow, okay. Yeah, it's like,
And
likened to a seed in the ground. You've got to
yes,
plant a seed in a dark place for it to flourish and grow into the light, into
yes,
the sun.
you have to live in the dark. He
Mm.
put me in the dark. My spirit guide put me in the dark. Like when I stay in the room, he blocked my eye. I couldn't see nothing in my human eye. I see only like 20, 30%. Everything is dark. And he told me this is for the blind people, like people who miss the vision. He put me all the situation. So for me to identify, like I have to put myself human experience in through the situation, not just the knowledge. I have to earn the feeling. The feeling is the most important for the challenge. He told me that you are not a human. You are the spirit. You only borrow this body to experience.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, like when I look at the human, when I look at the human, if someone have the sickness in the body and kidney, liver, colon, I
Mm.
see the image. I
Wow.
feel and I saw the aura. I felt them, or they've been in the mental. I pick up the signal and I tell them what they're thinking inside. Yeah, I can communicate with the crazy people too, mental people. when the mental people, when I saw them, like I saw the homeless on the street, suddenly they're in front of me. God just sent him to me without let me know. Everything is a surprise when I learn because it's a hard learning. So suddenly one time I walked on the superstore, I saw the homeless, he in front of me. And he yelling and he looked so scary. And I was shocked at first. I heard the voice told me, don't be scared. They put the energy to me to make me calm, and I felt love. I felt so much love. The voice told me that step in front of that man and told him that you love him. I was standing in front of him and I looked in his eye and I told him that I love you. And I felt him like melting. He's crying. He says, he's shocked. He said like, wow, for me to learn and for him to receive the love. God told me that I felt normal than normal human being, more than human being, because the energy of love is the real love that's from the universe. When the vibration comes, my heart like almost want to expand and break it like 1,000 pieces. I'm not scared that if I die.
Yeah, that's one of the questions I wanted to ask you, and you just answered it. So you're not afraid to die.
No, God, okay. God give us the before we come on earth, before we come on human, we come in the group. We have a big group, like you and me, we on the group too. Why are you interviewing me today? Yeah, we connected.
Yeah.
So God give us ability like we have a small group like your family, your husband, your children. That's it. You are in the center. You are in the center. And the bigger one is your parent, and more the outside a little bit like your friend. And the bigger is the community. Like we are the center and the circle go like this. It go around and around. Far further is people you miss later. And people who you miss, you communicate, and who you love, even who you hate too, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, is God give you ability, like human, we in this earth, we entertainment. It's nothing real. We are just a form. And our soul, our spirit, but is in your brain, the frequency is the universe sent to you. When you die, it just your spirit just come out like this, like that. It's not like what I experienced with my first time, like when I'm died from my feet up. No. The second time and the third time when I come out my body, I'm just like this. Like really fast, not even 1 second.
Can I ask you to explain your second or third NDE, and was there any different experiences compared to the
Way
first?
different.
Yeah.
More stronger and more knowledge and more feeling. I communicate to God. Okay, so let me share with you my second, okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, my second experience. Right now, I am 100% communicate even when I sleep. Half of my body sleep, half of my body I travel.
Yeah.
I travel into my past life. They put me in the dream, but they told me when I on my dream, I still hear the guidance, and I feel, and I hear, and I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in my dream, when I wake up, I heard the voice explaining why the dream for. Yeah.
So to decipher what your dream meant.
Yeah. Sometimes we live in the environment, it's so much blessing. Sometimes God put you under the bad dream, the nightmare dream, to make you balance. You cannot be always in the good side. You have to earn both to balance, like yin and yang, negative and positive. Like the chart, the battery charge. God created negative and positive. Our thinking too, our body, our experience. We cannot live in the love 100%. Unless in the other life, you earn a lot of top life.
Yeah.
And you earn enough the top life. And this life, you say, okay, I already experiencing the top life. And this life, I want an easy life. So God will set you the story. Someone always love you and adore you. Yeah. But we have to do both. We have to do both. We have to experience everything, everything, even the killer, okay? Plus, God created a lot of amazing and heavy, hurting stuff human don't know. But I know, I see, because I talk to American soldier spirits. I went to their cemetery. I talked to the killer spirits. Someone killed the other, and I talked to their spirit. I talked to both of them, the
Yeah.
victim and the killer. I talked to both spirits.
Because regardless of whoever's on the right side, they're both still killing. So they're both,
Yes.
yeah.
And the killing to the spirits, okay, at the human, if we see the killing, it means like we humans say, oh my God, he's bad. Why he killed his wife, right?
Yeah.
But when the energy block hallucination, understand hallucination.
You
People
mean
hallucination,
hallucination?
yes, hallucinate.
Yeah.
Alzheimer, Alzheimer, mental
Ah,
illness.
yes. Alzheimer's.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
everything, the energy come to the brain, block your knowledge. You
Okay.
you don't know nothing. And the energy is frequency, vibration their body. Assemble exactly like a robot.
Do you mean to say so when spirit does leave your body, you're no longer forgetting, you remember everything, and so you're not that evil
Everything.
person?
Yeah.
Are you different when you're your spirit body?
You're so smart. Okay, this is my experience when my body get out, my spirit get out my body, okay?
Yeah.
When I lay down on the sofa and I'm watching the TV, and I saw the lightning like from my on my head down all the way to my leg really fast. And I'm like, out. I'm watching the movie. My intention that I'm watching the movie. And suddenly, like in 1 second, I'm out of my body without being awareness. That's how God did it to me. God gave me the very strong, very tough challenge in this life. When I saw I'm out, I feel I'm on the air, and I just feel myself like translucent. And I see I see the big light in front of me, but I know that God in my ear and God with me. And God asked me, I say, oh God, did I die? And I heard the voice told me that, my child, when you see God energy, you feel like you are his child completely. You felt protective. You felt like you are so special. You felt like you are his baby. You are his child. You felt like, oh my God, I get so much love. I get so much spoiled. And I'm so smart. And you don't be in the body. You don't feel heavy when you're breathing. You feel like you are the light. You're so light, very light, and above the air. And you can fly. You can do anything you want to. And God give you ability that you can do anything you want to. You can fly to the ocean, or you can go under the ocean. You see under the water. You can do anything. You have amazing third eye. Your eye is just like the light. You can go everywhere. That's how I felt, and I see it. So I asked God, I said, God, I am dying. And then God told me, my child, you come back home. You come back home. And he told me that you are come back home. When I look at my body, he told me, look at your body. Are you scared? I said, I'm not scared. And he asked me, are you willing to go yet? That's the second question he asked me. He said, are you willing to go yet? I said, I want to go because I feel so good. I don't need this body anymore. And he asked me, how about your child? I have a daughter who she's 21, but that's what happened last year. She's still 20, she still need you. And then I say, oh, okay, then I come back. And I feel like this, I come back in my body. I wish that God allowed me to travel a little bit longer, but that's all
Yeah.
he gave it to me.
Wow. Can I ask you, what you said God was just a bright light? How did you know that it's him? And also when you guys talk, or when he talks to you, when you guys talk, when he talks to you, is it like telepathically?
Yes, like a human, talk to the human. No, the frequency.
Yeah.
You have ability to feel and the voice. And you see the translucent, the light back to you. And far away, I feel like the whole planet, big, 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 very big. Exactly like the angel. You have the wing, you fly everywhere you want to. And then after we die, in the other life, it's all love, all love. No devil, okay? No devil, no hell. God told me that hell and devil, it present a human life. Right now, we are in hell, and
Yeah,
devil's in
I've
hell.
heard this before. I've heard
Because
that
the nature,
I'm sorry
God
to cut you
created
off. I just thought while we were on this subject that,
above and under.
do you believe that as above is such a
Everything,
low frequency that
yeah,
it is as if it is hell?
everything have good and bad. It's alternated,
Okay.
always alternated. But some people have a harder life than the other. Like
Yeah.
I say, people who have a harder life, it means that they choose, their spirit choose to be in this life, to challenge.
And yet, some people find it hard to believe that, why would I choose this life? Why would I want to be sexually abused or murdered, or you know what I mean? Like, people, they don't know why they would choose that, but that's not something that the human mind could really conceive of, why we would choose that.
That's what included me.
Mm.
When God sent me the Alzheimer. Certainly, I don't know who I am,
Okay.
because God want me to experiencing all type of the sickness in this life, human life.
Mm.
Especially my mom, she was Alzheimer, and it means forgot everything. I don't even know how to spell my name.
And this is when you came back from your near-death experience, or do you mean when you were born?
Human, like when I'm talking to you, if God blocked my knowledge, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because God is allowing me to understand, which is being knowledge, being intelligent, or being a dummy. Everything is by the vibration is sent into our brain.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing with us your third near-death experience?
Yes, absolutely. So my third death experience is I am not dead, but I traveling, my subconscious mind traveling two places at once.
Okay.
Okay, it's like this. When I'm working, on my client, I'm doing I lot attention on her, and I certainly my hand is on working, but my spirit come out and traveling. I communicate with my sister when I live in Texas to work on the human, and my subconscious mind, my higher self, get out, travel into Oregon. I communicate to my sister at the
Wow.
same time.
You traveled to her and spoke to her astrally.
Like they say, like you be in two places at the same time by your
Yeah.
higher self.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my experience. Example, okay. Okay, like I'm here with you. By the time when I'm talking to you, my higher self still travel into the other place and communicate with the other place. And with my knowledge, I could do that in the same time.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes, that is the most incredible. It's more experiencing than near death experience.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what happened. Can you do that at will?
I do that when my spirit guide, my God allowing me. I
Yeah.
cannot do that normal. I
Yeah,
only do
okay.
that when it's certain time God give me the knowledge. Yeah, yeah. Like okay, like when I'm working on my customer, but I didn't know why God do that to me. Always happens suddenly without my preparing. Yeah. So I would travel to my sister from Oregon and I talked to her for like about 2, 3 minutes. I communicate with the frequency communicate, the energy communicate, not a human communicate. And I heard her voice. She told me, she asked me a question, but I hear at the human, I hear her very clear that I've been talking to you. Yeah, so it's mean that I be in two places at the same time.
That's
So and then
amazing.
suddenly God bring me back. It didn't bring me back right away. I realized that, oh wow, I've been in two places at the same time. And then my higher self go back to my body again. So I leave the other. Yeah.
Can I ask what was the message that you had for your sister? Are you willing to share with us?
No, I talked to her normally. She called my name. She said, Summer, why don't you do this way? We're talking about what I'm working. She
Wow.
shared with me that the experience that doing I like attention, you know. She said, okay, you do this way. But I communicate to her in the other side and I work on the human.
But you say you work on your patients. What is it that you
Yeah,
do?
I do I like attention.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
doing the healing. I work in the human job.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If healing, when I healing people, I communicate with their spirits. One time I healed for a lady. She laying down. When I close my eye, I I saw her spirits, her own spirit. I could communicate to her own spirits. And she looked at me and she smiled and she looked down in her body and she like sending the love like, thank you. Appreciate it. You help in my body. So when we done the section, I asked her, I said, I saw in your spirits. Do you feel anything? She says, I saw myself and you communicating together.
Do you go places and do things, doing normal day-to-day things? Do you have an urge to give messages to people at all?
All the time. My eye and my ear is never stop
So you're
working at in the other side.
clairaudient, clairsentient, all the
Yes,
clairs,
all the clear.
and you can't
Some
turn it off?
no. People say you can turn it off. That is just the presenting. We are the human. God, God work with us. We are just like the robot. Exactly like the robot when the button on and you on. Okay, when the button off and you off, is everything is based on what you need to learn how to become a spirit, a better spirit in a different level, in different dimension. When we are the spirits, we are in a different dimension. We are not the same dimension. Okay, example, my spirit and your spirits, after we dead and we meet, your knowledge and my knowledge are different
Yeah, yeah.
because it's the knowledge is how you expand your knowledge That's why people come back on earth to experience the hard life. Why someone choose to be very poor or very rich, very famous, like Michael Jackson. I
Yeah.
communicate with Michael Jackson.
Wow. Do you channel?
Yes, I channel.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I communicate. He come to me naturally. Let's assemble that. When I turn on the YouTube, I want to watch something. When I turn it on, whatever spirit they come to me, when I turn it on, I see them first.
Do you ever
I
discern who you're speaking to? Do you ever know who it is immediately, like who you're talking to? Or
immediately,
do you need
immediately.
protection?
No, honey. At
Yeah.
first, when I learned to meditation, I learned how to earn the protection, and
Yeah.
I a lot of crystal and ask for the spirit guide.
Mm.
That's just the presenting. When you go in a deeper level, until you become the one with the spirit, you and them are one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, I told you that I've been taught to the killer spirits
Yeah.
because when they are the spirit, they are only the light and the love, no devil. Like
Mm.
when I communicate with spirits, when they come to me, they send me the love first. I don't have to hear the voice. The Christian see love has come to me. Like you felt love. Yeah. And then they say, I love you, Summer. I love you. You my brother and sister. We are brother and sister. That is, we are the son of God. We are no male and female. We are both. So that's why present brother and sister, because you are in both,
And that's
male
why
and female.
Jesus taught, love your neighbor as you love yourself, because we are
Yes.
one. So you treat each other the way you want to be treated.
Jesus say, love your enemy. That's how you love yourself. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Your enemy in the other life, you hurt them. And this
Yeah.
life, they hurt you back. But
Okay.
nothing is real. Nothing is real. Everything is the entertainment to knowledge, to experience. The most important thing is the feeling. The feeling is your spirit, your soul. That's how you earn.
Is there a way that we can live in a way to stay on a higher vibration?
Yes, you can. Okay. You know, like assemble, like if you feel, when you feel like you in the low frequency,
Mm.
then you want to boost your energy. When God allowing you to recognizing that I need to boost energy,
Yeah.
that is the gap. Okay.
Yeah.
When people, I sample you, when people they live in a low frequency, like people mental, people drug addict,
Mm.
they do not recognize that they are in the low frequency. They do not recognize.
Mm.
They keep singing in that situation. But when they recognize, they want to get out. But they do not have enough ability to get out on that zone. That's how they more torture, more crying, more intense, that sometimes like they're screaming, God love me, God take me out of this situation, God please take me out. But they have no ability to get out. But God do not impose their ability to get out.
Mm.
They've been in that mental illness until they pass on. Like the human mean that God do not love them, right? Sometimes we blame it on God. We say, God, why don't you help that person? Why don't you see in your child to be in that situation? Because we are the son of God.
Mm.
But from the beginning, I always question God, why? When I was a child, God already gave me ability to recognizing the poor people and the rich people. When I 5, 7 years old, I asked God, God, why Because when I was born, my mom, she very rich, very successful. When I
Yeah.
become 8, my family go live in the jungle. That's I am the example. I been in that situation. I was the princess and I become a duck. And
Mm.
we don't even have food to eat. I have to go to the jungle and pick up the food to eat. Exactly that the story. I have to go
Yeah.
to cut the crab, the baby crab, and I get bite from the crab and I cry, and but I still have to get that. If I don't get it, I starving.
Yeah.
I live in that situation. God put me in that life for me to understand it when I'm older, when I could communicate to God. And that's how God sent me back to the inmate. And God asked me, how do you feel that when you got bite and you still doing that because you have to be survival. You have to fight for your fear. My situation through the people who are mental and drug addict right now. God do not put me in a drug addict because God say that it's
Mm.
enough for me to learn. I have to recognize who are in a drug addict
Yeah.
and understand the zoning, the feeling. When I see the people on drug addict, I come and I give them the money. I give them money. I don't care how much.
That's
And
beautiful.
I say, I love you because I understanding you. Yes, because I understanding them totally. And I told them, I love you and I understanding you. And the guy who I give the money, he just come, he crying. And he say, Summer, you are wonderful. And I told him, I say, God sent me here for you to make you feel love. Because when I say that, God sent him the love, not me. My heart sending him the love, but God sent him the love double, triple, you know, because he need to feel love at that time. Yeah. And but when they're alone, they always live in the box. They might live in the box. They're not scared. They're not scared. And when they live in the street, they sleep under cold weather. The outside of the body, they feel cold, but the inside, God warm them inside. Okay? The energy of God warming them. I was sleep on the ground. That's how God has sent for me to feel my human body. I felt that I sleep on the cloud. I would lay on the floor, but I feel like the cloud, I feel like I sleep on the cloud, on the air. I feel so much love and I feel protected. I don't feel hurt. I feel a deep sleep and I travel the world. And God told me that in your human eye, you see people crazy, you see people homeless. The inside feeling is the most important than the outside you picture them. Because God give everyone different feeling. God's always inside, God in them. Not God in the good people, God in the bad people too. Because God created them. God give them that knowledge. God give them the experience. But that person, when they die, they earn a lot. That's the top challenge energy.
Yeah, because they chose to have such a tough life that they would be rewarded in full.
Yes. But
Yeah.
every one of us, we have to be in this life at least one.
I could almost just say that when tough times do fall upon me, I'm probably I should be excited right now that I know what I know.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, I share you this one is really amazing. When I turn on the water, the drinking water, it used to be cold, right? When I drink, it's hot. I felt it's hot. That's how much God changed my taste. When I eat the sweet soup, my mouth is all burning like I eat pepper. Yeah. So God work on us, even the taste. When you go restaurant, you eat certain thing, you taste good and other don't taste good.
Mm.
Because God changed your taste. The reason why I asked God, why you change, why you do that? God say that you need to earn the good and the bad and the combine. That's why God created many different color, many different human face, body, everything. We are human, but everything different, nothing the same. Yeah, it's just amazing. God even told me created the human body language.
Yeah, body language speaks louder than words.
Yes. But God told me, because when I become Catholic, I learned the Bible. I be like a Bible teacher in Catholic. And I would come and I live with the nun for a few years. I go through many different type of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was, right now, where I go to the place that I hear the wind sing the song for me. The song singing by the wind. It's really amazing. Really
Who's
amazing.
who sung the song for you? Sorry?
The wind, the weather.
The wind sung a song to you.
Yes, sing the song. Yes, even the different language. Like when I like my primary language is Vietnamese and English, right?
Yeah.
So if I stand in front of like people who speak different language, and I wouldn't understand as a human. But when I watch the movie, the frequency translated to my language for me to understand.
How do
I
you
see a lot.
how do you live day to day having so much ability? Like how do you live somewhat a normal life with all that you know?
No more monoline, honey. Completely.
Yeah.
I share you this, okay? I share you this, and then you will be very amazing.
Yeah.
When you have sex with your husband,
Yeah.
when people orgasm,
Mm.
that the energy do it. Not the love, not the human body do it. I go through that. Because when I on the top time, when I when I have sex with my husband, I can't be orgasm for the whole year.
Oh, why is that?
That the tough energy I need to learn. Because you understand that some women in their whole life, they don't even know the experience of orgasm.
Yeah.
That's God may put me in that situation. In the whole year, I feel no orgasm, and I feel vibration, I feel love, I feel on, and it's suddenly shut. It's shut, like the button, turn off. And I just
Yeah.
be like the mannequin for my husband.
Yeah. That must be
And
so
that's
tough.
very tough, very tough.
Yeah.
And then one in a while, like 3-4 months, they give me one orgasm. But until now, when I have sex, whenever I have vibration of the turn on, I want to have sex, I want it. I felt everything, and I heard the voice when they work on my body vibration, and when they make me orgasm. They even say, okay, you are orgasm, and I am orgasm. I just like entertainment 100%.
I have heard somewhere that the orgasm is um eh, the energy of that is the same feeling that people do feel when they have a near-death experience. When they go into the light, they feel almost just euphoric. Feel
No,
like no, no.
no.
I've
When you go with the light,
mm,
you only feel love,
mm,
and you feel you are the son of God, that your real spirit. And you feel like I'm done, I'm complete the mission to be in a human, and
mm.
I'm going home. I connect to who my spirit is. Every knowledge you earn in the past life is certainly come to you immediately like this. It become you. In the other book, people say, um, your higher self. You have to meet your higher self. You have to connect to your higher self. That is just the process. The process God wants people to intend to pay attention. That's, oh, you may, when you meditate, you meet your higher self. But no, honey, everything God just blood it to you. You don't have to. It's just you're thinking and you're waiting and you're wanted. That's how you feel, and that God wants you to go through that. But your higher self is always there for you. But you go
Yeah.
on, you're looking for it, but it's always there for you.
Oh, I wish I could see. You just read my brain because, like, when I meditate, I'm like trying. I'm like, is there anybody there?
From
Hello.
the beginning, I'm just like you. I said, dear spirits, please come and come to my head, come to my eye, vibration, my body. You
Yeah.
and me, I become one.
Yeah.
It's just now I look back and I was laughing. I said, oh God, you just cheating. I said,
That's
God, you
awesome.
cheating. It's just the vibe, it's just the process. God want us to get time to want it, to
Yeah.
to experiencing.
Yeah, they don't want to surprise you or scare you away. So it's like a process, right? And you've got to get to the point where you're finally ready. It's like, okay, now I'll
Yeah,
show you.
yeah. A lot of people say that when your spirit get out, your soul get out on your body, you have to go to the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
No,
No, because I was going to ask you, did you go through a tunnel or the void
no,
or no?
no tunnel. God is like amazing. God is amazing. You don't, when you die, He's there for you immediately. He's
Yeah.
like lifting you up immediately. You don't have to go any process. You process when you become a human, but after you die, you're done. No more process. You miss all your family spirits. You miss God. You miss all your family spirits, and they welcome you. They welcome you. They say, "Welcome, you are done." Then, yay!
You've
That's
come to
how
the
it is.
finish
Very
line.
easy. Very easy. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why when people near to death, they always see the family spirits. God give them ability to connect on normal people. I'm not talking about the people, psychic people or the medium people or channeling people. Channeling people or medium people always connect, always.
Yeah. Can I
But
ask you, would you be willing to give an example of channeling, or is that something
of
that,
course, I even want the scientists scan my brain. My brain is
oh,
so amazing. When I receive the message, 2 to 3 messages at the same time. Yeah, it's go the frequency go like this, and another under, and another under,
and
and
that's
then
something that's not normal in the human brain, is that correct?
never.
Yeah,
I want the
okay.
scientist study my brain.
Wow.
Let's see what is in there.
Yeah. This
I
is
don't know how, but
amazing.
yeah, but if the scientist, um, if I can find some scientists to, who want to study about the other side, I am the one. Whatever God, if we connect, if I want to connect, if God tell me no, then I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We only do it when God allowing. And God told me, I asked God, I said, God, why don't you let me be like free? Why you being holding me so much? You treat me like a soldier. You want me to run and I run. You want me to walk and I walk. And God says, that's what you earn. That's what you pay. You not earn easily. Your other friend, your other family spirits, they are wanting your position so bad because they don't have earned enough in the other life yet. But I knew that this is my ending, my last
Yeah.
one. Because I can talk to Jesus, I can talk to Buddhists. I know who Jesus originally.
Yeah.
Jesus, God, Virgin Mary, you know, everything, um the crystal, people believe on crystal. Crystal
Yeah.
have
Ah.
energy. Yes, people believe in crystal. Crystal is the the subject for us to happen us to go through, to connect to the other side, right? Everything is the energy work with the crystal, the real energy. God vibrate the crystal, not the crystal work. Okay. It's
Yeah.
really, really tricky.
Yeah.
The crystal is just presenting. It's just like other subject.
Yeah, like this microphone here or this phone.
Here you go. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah. But the vibration is God vibrate the crystal, and God give the crystal name for them to work for human. Everything we have to see in the subject, and we have to hold, and we have to believe for us to open. Everything God setting up that. We are just a computer. You know, when you buy the computer, it's no information, no software. We are the hardware, and we receive the software on to work exactly like a computer.
Yeah.
God installed us every single minute, every single thinking. God put it in.
Yeah, we're constantly processing, and sometimes we get viruses and we need to clear it out, and then sometimes we get downloads, which is be your message from spirit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The inner voice. The inner voice is God put the information on us. But it's really amazing. Even when I see the animal, like when God just send the animal to me, and God says, touch the animal and you feel love. And I touch the cat or the dog, they just lay on my feet. It doesn't matter who dog and who cat. They just run in and lay in front of me for me to touch them and give me love.
I would love to know this sort of conversations you have with God. Is it all the time?
Consistently.
Is he with you? Well, he's obviously with you right now.
He's with you too. He's with you too. Because when we talking, the vibration, your mouth open and moving, your lip open and moving, that's God vibration. This is how God do it to me. He give me the knowledge, right? He told me that saying it to that person. And in the other side, he sent me 2 messages at the same time. He sent me, talk to that person. And he sent me another message back, do not talk. You know, okay, example, he say, yell at your husband. I said, no, I don't want him to get mad at me. I'm not going to yell at him with no reason. And my mouth suddenly opened and says, I go like that. It's still open and talk, yelling. So God gave me 2 demands at the same time. He sent me yelling, and he sent me the message, don't yell. But I agree with the message, don't yell. I said, I'm not going to yell at him. And he told me, if you don't yell at him, close your mouth. When I close it, I still yell. And you know that God have so many different, not just one way, many different personality. That's how God want me to understand human personality. So that's why I always chatting. Like when I walk across the people, if they want me to know about that person's life, they talk. They tell me in my ear.
Did God guide you to come onto this podcast? Because you reached out to me.
Yes. You are the one who interviewing me.
Yeah.
You are the first one. Because I communicate, I'm channeling about almost 5 years. And God tell me that you become, later on, I become a spiritual teacher because I know so much. I will share to the human.
Yeah.
And then God told me that put your name on the internet, open your journal for people who know you. Present yourself. And then when I do that for a day or 2, and they send me the energy like, you are not allowed. Go delete it. I completely go delete it. And then later on, go do again. They put me back and forth like 50 times.
Oh, wow. Practice.
50 times already.
It's practice.
Yes. They want me to like get so angry. And I say, God, you stop. You use me too much. And I cry. And I said, why you do that to me? And, and then I received the energy of, you are nothing. You stupid. You nothing. And I cry and I cry. I say, why you give me that knowledge? They say, you have to earn both. You are not allowed to earn the good one and the knowledge. You have to pay.
It seems that God has a sense of humor.
Exactly. Yeah. So in my work, I was a manicurist, right? I do nail.
Yeah.
And I was go through the hairdresser, I do hair. And I do waxing, I do body wax. I see a lot of human private,
Yeah.
Brazilian wax. And I jump to the laser. I work with a lot of skin and laser. And I do like body forming, like body sculptize, like make the body slim. And I work with, I'm a tattoo artist and I like attention artist. God sent me to many different jobs. Everything related to human body.
Yeah.
So when I'm ready to learn at the channeling, God give me the image to me to bring back whatever I did in life, bring it back and explaining why. Yeah, yeah. But I'll share with you one more thing. It's really amazing. Okay, so when I go to the challenge, the tough time, they guide me. I throw all my clothes off. I be mental. I take all my clothes, I put in the trash, I dump. Even my jewelry, my 2-carat diamond, I throw them. I throw my Rolex watch, all my expensive jewelry, my Chanel purse, a few, not just one. Everything I throw in the trash can. I go to I have a business. I sneak my husband. I throw all my thing out. One day my husband, he come home, he said, where's all your stuff? I went to mental first because that's God told me that the only thing I have is one underwear and one sleeping gown, one dress.
Yeah.
That's it. One dress and one underwear. I throw everything off, honey. And my husband, he yelling at me like an idiot, crazy. And then I don't understand why I do that. I say, God, why I have to do this? And that's how I already communicate. I already become a Reiki master. When I know everything, I see God, I receive all the good stuff. And God stop beginning, hit me to the top, challenge. I have 1,000 cats, okay? God told me, go count your money. 1,000 I count is become 3,800. Do you believe or not? It's become 3,800. It go thick and thick. When it passed 1,000, and I start feel my hand going thick, 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 like a magic.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's become 3,800. I'll never forget. It's a $100 bill. Yes, God told me, you this money, go buy your new clothes. Go buy what you need. And when I go to the store, God guide me. Go that store, go that corner. Every store I shop 5 minutes. And the other thing, it just pop up in my head what I need.
Wow.
So I buy stuff again from the beginning. Okay. And one day God told me, go to the shopping, buy more stuff for yourself. I go shopping, I pack the shopping. I wrote on myself 4 hours on the street, 4 hours. I'm not even know where I go. They keep talking to me. They make me forget where I go. 4 hours. I no pee, no eat, no drink, no nothing in the early morning at 10 o'clock when I left my home. And then when I realized that, you know where I go? I don't use the street. I go on the river and the like the tree. I don't use the street to go. I go shortcut. They take me like to the crazy place. It's all nature. I see all the form and all the water around me, and I don't know where am I. When they tell me, they say, Summer, realize where you are. And I realize that I get lost. I turn on the GPS, never on. God control the Google too. They
Wow.
control the electrical too. Okay? I
Yeah.
never turn on. I start crying. I say, God, why you put me on this? I'm lost. I don't know where am I. And I knew that I drove 4 hours already.
Yeah.
And then they say, do you trust us? I say, yes, I trust you. I drove another 8 hours. I went to Louisiana. In 8 hours, I drove my gas tank empty after 6 hours. But I drove 2 hours, no gas in the car. No gas, my car still run more than 2 hours. I am not driving. I keep crying. God, stop. The car drives itself. I just holding the wheel. You not even know how much what God did on me and show me what God did on the human. So I drove from 10 a.m. to 12:30 midnight. And my car was stopped in the second line on the freeway and very dark. I don't even know where am I. I lost. That's really amazing feeling. Very mentally an amazing feeling. My
Yeah.
car stopped. And I knew that you on the freeway and you stuck. The other car behind you gonna hit you very easily.
Mm.
When I look back, I see a big truck behind me. And I close my eye. I said, God, I prepare to die with a car accident. And I said, God, please take me with you. And I think about my daughter, I think about my husband, and I think about that I'm nowhere and I die here. That experience I in me. It's really amazing. And then when I close my eye, I felt the big energies holding me like this, like I'm in the balloon. Yes. And I heard the voice told me, close your eye. You won't die. We just show you what we want you to see, what God show you. I close my eye. I feel like the big energy form me. And when I opened my eye, I saw the big truck flying above my car. The big truck, not the truck, the big one. It's flowing my car and it's waving at the snake. And it jumped on the ground again. And it's go in the side. I swear to God.
That is incredible.
God told me that you want to learn, you have to pay. This is I learned like being die and survive again.
Just,
Yes,
oh my God, the goosebumps.
yes, yes. And you know the guy, the truck guy,
Yeah.
he come out, he parked his car on the side. He and the other guy, one black and one white old man and two women. So four people. They
Yeah.
come to me and they're all crying. They're all crying. And I crying, deeply cry. I cry deeper than them because I'm in the situation. They
Yeah.
come to me and they cry, they call me, baby, baby, what happened? Why are you here? You know what God told me? They are your spirit group. They will come here at this time in the middle of the freeway, 12 o'clock, to seeing you, to help you. Really
Wow.
strongly. Exactly like the movie. And I cried. You know, my nose dripping on. My dress is all wet because my tear and my nose dripped out. And they put my car on the side. And they call the police for me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's how I see the magic. God, what God did on me. Everything is real. My real human experience, not like my higher self or my spirit. Yeah.
What an
I
absolute blessing to be able to connect with you, Summer. Really.
Yeah, yes. They took me to the hospital. The police, they took me to the crazy hospital.
Yeah.
And God told me that you have to present the crazy people. They put me
Mm.
in the ambulance and they tied me on the chair. And I told God, I said, God, why you do this to me? And I'm not crazy. Why you do this to me? God
Yeah.
told me, you have to learn, you have to experience why people in the ambulance, why the people have to tie up, why people crazy. You have to be with them.
Mm.
They sent me to the crazy hospital. I've been there. I have to understand why they're crazy, why people using drugs.
Mm.
And I have to present myself like a crazy people. So
Oh,
that's why
okay.
I
Yeah.
can live with that people for 8 days. I would live with the girl. I saw the girl, she suicide. She cut herself
Mm.
and she on drug. And she has so strong anxiety. And God tell me, come to her, holding her hand, and tell her that you love her and God sent you here for her. You don't know that how much experience, how much feeling. I was in the mental hospital and I'm present the people God sent me to them. I hold in the girl hand and I told her that I love you. I love you and God sent me here for you and I will help you. I will do anything to get you out here. And I am the same mental hospital with her.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah. But I did it. She forgot everything. She even forgot her phone number. She don't have a bank account. She left her family, come here with the guy, and he drug dealer. No, they both using drug.
Yeah.
So she forgot everything. So I talked to her. I heal her in the middle night. God told me 2 o'clock. God told me go wake her up, pray with you. I have to do it. I wake her up. I say, are you sleeping? I touching her. Are you sleeping? She said, no, I'm not sleeping. And I said, will you want to pray with me? She said, yeah, yeah, I want to pray with you. And then I asked her, do you know how to pray? She said, no, I never pray. I said, you never pray? She said, I pray only with my mom who passed away. And I said, no, you pray with God. You don't pray with your mom. And I will teach you how to pray. And I never pray in the Bible, Catholic prayer. I don't know. I pray with my language. So the voice told me, I listened to the voice and I told her, I say, you repeat after I tell you. And we both sit crossed, like the meditation leg crossed. I hold in her hand and I pray with her. God told me that I have to open her journey. I open her heart to less like a mirror, to bring her back to who she is when she was doing a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing. I hold her hand and I say, dear God, and she repeats after me, dear God, and I'm your child. She repeats after me, I'm your child. And I say, but I don't listen to you. And she repeats, and I say, I am a bad mom. She repeats, I'm a bad mom. And I said, I will let my children for the guy. Oh my God, when I say that, she like, God, she cried like she's tearing apart. She like she couldn't talk. She cried like crazy cry. She feel ashamed. She feel guilty, you know. And then I told her, but I trust you will guide me to come back to my family. And she repeats everything I said. My children will accept in me and will love me. My father will forgive me and who love me again. And I become a new person. And I will receive a new love from a different man. I do that with her a few days for until she remember. Suddenly one day, I saw her talk to her dad on the phone. And I asked her, I said, you remember your dad's phone number? She said, yeah, I remember now. And her dad forgive her. Her dad's so happy to welcome her back. Her daughter, her son, who welcoming her. And I asked her, I told her, I said, I'll give you the money. I told her, I give you $300. I have the money in my purse, but the hospital, the facility, they hold in my purse. They won't give it to me. I said, when the days I release, I give you the money for you to buy a ticket to go back to your family. It's really amazing. You know, God set it up. I was released a day before her, but when I was in the hospital, my husband come 3 times. He rode like 6 hours, come and back and forth like 12 hours, 3 times. They won't allow him to see me. The hospital. God set up every people hallucinated. Even the doctor talked to me hallucinated. My husband, my family call me. When I pick up the phone, it's no signal. God don't allow me to contact with my family at all for until the day they release me. And then when the days I released a day before her, they only let me know one day, you cannot release today. I live day by day, waiting for the days I can come out. It's suffer.
Yeah.
Exactly like a prisoner. Yeah. And then when the day they announced me to release from the hospital, the hospital, I told the girl, I will give you $300. The girl told me that, don't worry, the police will take me to the facility and they order me the train ticket for me to come home. But she doesn't have any money. But I told her, I want to give you some cash, whatever you under, you on the plate, you need money. She said, okay, I appreciate you, Summer. And then when I get out, they give me the purse. I take out 300. I give it to her. I said, here's the money. You know what she do to me? She put me out from the door. She put me out very strongly. She said, bye. Sometimes she put me, thank you, Summer. I love you. And the door like shut, the electrical door.
Yeah.
I couldn't get in again. The only I see through the window that she told me, she raised her hand. She said, I love you and thank you. And very strongly, that God said, not her. God put the energy on her. And I bawled and cried. I said, why? I want to give her the money. God, she doesn't have any money. Yeah. And you know, God, what? God told me that your duty is done. Somebody else will give her the money. God will send someone to give her the money and to take her home. Your duty is done. All the message, God sent it to us. Everything, God set people like in the time, even the second. Everything is have to be in the right time, the right minute, the right second too. So when you look at the clock, 111, 222, 333, when God wake me up in the middle of the night, I always look, they told me, look at the clock. They told me that put the digital clock in your room. All the number the same. All the number the same. That God told me that your human life is God's setting. Even the people who you meet the second even have to be in the right second. So the number God created, everything that we go through it.
I wanted to ask if you could leave the viewers with a positive message, something that can change them to live a more positive life from your experiences.
I would love to share with the people who go to the hard time, when we go to the rough time, the sad time, and you feel lonely and you feel no love, you feel no support. And always remember, everything we go through is happening for the reason. And God is always with us, every single minute. You don't have to reach to God. God's always in us, always, always. But whatever we go through, we earn it. We earn it for our spirits, for our soul. So in the other life, we will, make a different life. Whoever have a hard life in this life, it will get easy life in the other life. And everything is the challenge, but always remember that being brave, and always believe that God is with us every single time, every single minute, and God is in us. And God is always love us very much.